Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're returning, welcome back. So today's video is what I did to pass the new gen Nclex with 85 questions. Well, yeah, that's what today's video is about. And with that being said, let's get right into it. So first off, this is what works for me. I don't know if it'll work for you, but honestly, if you've been doing something over and over and it's not working, and you don't know where to start with all the information that you have, this is what this video is about. And so with that being said, let's get right into it. First off, there's so much information out there, and if you're desperate to pass your Nclex like I was, you will definitely want any and every information out there to help you study. And that's exactly what I did. I was looking for information, I was looking for resources anywhere to help me study. It got to a point where I had all this information and I didn't know where to actually start, like where to begin. And if you're in that position, trust me, you've come to the right place. I got you, okay? So all I need to tell you right now is take a deep breath in and out. Like, I mean it. Just breathe, okay? It's gonna be okay. You are gonna be fine. And believe me, trust me, you're gonna be okay. So now you have all this information. You have all these resources. What now? Great. So with all this information, really, all you need is a structure. And pardon me, if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes, okay? I want to make sure that I give you the right information. So, like I was saying, if you got all this information, all you need now is a structure, okay? Create a structure and organize all the information that you have. And this is really going to help you. For example, the first thing you need to do is figure out when you're taking the test. If it's your first time or you're repeating it, you need to know when you're taking it. I know when I took it and failed, I had 45 days before I could retake it. So you need to figure out when you're going to be taking it again. Get a question banks with like multiple, at least do 3 assessments. Use the first assessment to assess yourself, and you really have to be honest with yourself on this assessment because it's going to tell you where you're strong and where you're weak. So, like, I mean, you have to be honest with yourself. You cannot use your phone to look up anything or your notes. So, you really want to be honest with yourself and take this exam as if you're actually taking the actual exam, the Nclex. So after you've assessed yourself, once you get your results, let's say 50% in health maintenance, and you got, let's say 80% in comfort and care. So if you have the 50%, you're going to use health promotion and maintenance to study. You're going to go over that topic. After you're done reviewing that topic, you want to take some questions. What I did was, after I reviewed the topic, I'll take like 25 questions, 35 Once I'm done doing the questions, I'll review the rationales, the wrong and the right, and focusing on the wrong ones and writing them down, like why I got them wrong and the right answers. I'll write everything down. And then let's say I have 12 weeks to study before I take the Nclex. 6 weeks in, like in the middle, I'll take my second assessment, and then I'll do the same thing, but this time around I'll increase my questions to review like 50. The topic, do like 50 questions, review the rationales, and again, you just want to take this thing slowly. You don't want to rush into it because you've gone through all the school, right? You know the information, but for some reason the Nclex, the new gen, is set up differently to the point where it's like you have to know the information because there are certain disease processes that are overlapping, and if you don't know the specific one they want, you can get put points off. So you really need to know what they're asking you. So you have to ease yourself into like studying to like really understand what you're studying. So you take it slowly with the questions. You do 50 questions, review your rationales. This time around, focusing on the wrong ones. You don't want to pay attention to the right ones anymore because you don't have much time left. So you keep doing it, you keep doing it. And lastly, 2 weeks before your exam, like a third assessment, and review your rationale, focusing on the wrong one, like I said, because at this point, again, you don't have much time left. You only have 2 more weeks. So you will focus on the wrong ones. And I think I've mentioned this already. What I did was I stopped, like, I'll just go in, review notes, and then just take 85 questions. After I assess myself, I'll focus on reviewing notes and taking questions, reviewing notes and taking questions like every day. That's what I did 2 weeks prior to the exam. And I was doing that until, let's say, a day or two before the exam. Then I kind of slowed down. I was just reviewing my notes, going over my notes. I wasn't doing questions then. I would suggest like a day before your exam to rest. Put everything away and rest. But I'll be honest with you, I didn't rest. I studied until a day before the exam. Even the day of the exam, I was still going over notes because I went in at, my exam was at 12, and from like 8 in the morning until 11, I was still going through my notes. But I don't know about you. I felt like I needed to go over that last bit of information just to satisfy myself. But I'll say it would be great and nice for you to rest, because at this point, if you don't know the information, there is no way you're gonna know it on the exam. So I'll suggest you rest, but it's totally up to you. Lastly, the sites that I actually used where I had a couple, well, of just 3 actually. And I went on YouTube. I did Dr. Zeeshan on YouTube. I think that his Nclex thing is called Nclex High Yield. I'll put all the links below. I'll put them below that I used. And he also had a channel on Spotify, and it's also the same, Nclex High Yield. It was great. The Spotify one was the best, and I will play it while dropping off my son at daycare. I will play it while doing laundry, dishes, you name it. I'll keep playing it. And I thought it was a great tool to use to study. And honestly, if you're struggling, that Dr. Zeeshan, like, I didn't pay him anything. I did not spend a dime. And the way he explains things on YouTube or on Spotify is the best. It's like he will explain the disease process to you, why you're using the medication, what, like, to the T. And I feel like if he explains it to a 2-year-old, they will be able to pass. No, I'm just kidding. They will be able to understand it. But that's how great he was at explaining the stuff to me. And like, another thing I had was Archer. I actually purchased Archer, but like with Archer, I used Archer to, like I said, structure me. And the great thing, like, one thing I like about Archer is the fact that they have so many CAT exams on there, like mock exams that you can do, and readiness assessment that you can do. Like, they have a bunch of them that you can do, and like videos that you can review and stuff like that. They have everything on there. But I think when I started using it, they are just started switching over to the new gen stuff, so they didn't really have much information on there. I think I had about 600 questions on new gen stuff, which I think I probably went through all of them because I was so like scared about when the new gen, like when I heard about the new gen stuff. So I was just doing new gen stuff. So yeah, but Archer was great in helping me structure everything. Like they have, based on your budget, they have 12 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 weeks, everything on there. And based on your budget, you can purchase whatever you want. But I had Archer, but at the same time, I felt like Dr. Zeeshan with Nclex High Healed was better at explaining the information. Well, to me, I understood it better when he was explaining, going over the information. So I'll go on YouTube, like if I needed to go over fluids and electrolytes, I'll go to Dr. Zeeshan. Mental health, I'll go to Dr. Zeeshan, and it's like quick videos. He was just sending them out there and they were free, and I was using them to study like that. Again, you will need that structure. You need to figure out where you stand in order to study for the exam. You have to know where you stand. If you don't know where you stand, you're just going there blindly and you will just study amazed, like you don't even know what you're studying or what you're looking for. So first thing, first most is knowing where you are with the information. And with the new gen, it's very easy. I felt the new gen was easier compared to like the old one. So again, best of luck. You got this. Trust me, you got this. You just need to understand what the question is asking. Read the last part of the question first, and then read the entire question, then read the answer choices before you pick your answer. I don't know if I'm making sense. All right, let me say this again. So you get your question, read the last part of the question, like the question, what the question is asking you. Read that part first, then put it in your own words. Like, okay, prioritization, for example, put it in your own words, then read the entire thing, and then put in your own words, and then read your answer choices. Trust me, you will understand it better. And that's another thing I did that really helped me. So again, best of luck, and you got this. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and look out for more videos from me. Thank you. Bye.